The people in the Middle Ages were known for their extreme cruelty. Humans used to enjoy people seeing other people suffer and experience pain. Some people used to be amused by roasting men alive and beast ripping. The purpose of punishment is arguable. Some believe human beings punish criminals to reduce crime through deterrence or maybe to rehabilitate offenders. Some think it's to rid criminals from society in an effort to protect the public, but undoubtedly there have been punishments intended to cause pain to the condemned. Are you intrigued to see the list of top 10 most brutal punishments in history? Hello guys, and welcome to our YouTube channel. If you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any future uploads. So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Death by boiling. Individuals at an early age adored playing with their meat, or they are addicted. Furthermore, normally, heating up the convicted in oil or water till the individual passed on was a thing. This strategy was ruthless to the point that individuals used to cry to their full. Certain individuals used to appreciate individuals enduring and being boiled to death. However, it was not generally so well known as different strategies, as no immediate demonstration of blood was involved. It actually had its own crowd in Europe and Asia. During the reign of the Roman Emperor Nero, thousands of Christians were boiled in oil. Number 9. Sawed in half. It implies that people were many times given the death penalty by being cut in equal parts. This technique for execution was utilized in various areas of the world, like the Roman Empire, Spain, and in some parts of Asia. One more comparative sort of punishment was disembowelment, where the organs would be removed from a living individual, bit by bit, driving him to death. During the interaction, the criminal would be balanced upside down from a tree or scaffold, and a huge saw would be then used to cut their body into equal parts, beginning with the groin, the entire way to the chest and head, while certain casualties were sliced totally down the middle. The greater part of them were simply cut up to their midsection, drawing out their desolation. Number 8. By wild animal to death. In the old Roman realm, people used to love a decent show. Furthermore, nothing makes a preferred show over seeing animals mauling people to death, particularly in the event that it turned out to be a lady. She would be assaulted by explicitly prepared wild animals till she surrendered to death. Number 7. Crushed under an elephant. Execution by elephant was a form of capital punishment and a weapon of war for certain societies of the past. The method of punishment was used in the Western world, as several examples can be found in the ancient sources. The death penalty, by the convict's head being squashed under an elephant, was an exceptionally famous practice in Old India, and furthermore in different pieces of Southeast Asia. Elephants were prepared to kill their casualties right away, or to torture them gradually throughout some undefined time frame. In this open scene, some of the time, the elephants were made to simply dissect the convict and not totally kill him. Number 6. Impalement. Impalement on the shaft was one of the most aberrant techniques of execution, frequently utilized during the Middle Ages. Criminal was be compelled to sit on a thick, honed wooden post. Impalement by pike, shaft, lance, snare, or stake was not just genuinely normal, it was additionally well known during the medieval times. Particularly, individuals indicted for conspiracy or violation against the state would be punished this way. What's more, individuals designed numerous gadgets to execute this strategy for discipline. Various openings of the body would be entered for various crimes in this grisly technique. However, those in the end prompted an exceptionally painful death. Number 5. The breaking wheel. The Catherine wheel, also known as the breaking wheel, was a medieval torture and execution device. One more traditional method for executing the death penalty was by utilizing the breaking wheel. This incredibly straightforward device consisted of a wheel, to which the sentence would be tied, and in some cases of spikes. The sentenced would have his limbs beaten with a club or a bludgeon, and with the turning of the wheel, the bones in his body would gradually break, prompting an agonizing, painful death. After the execution, the wheel was much of the time put on a tall shaft so that birds could eat the body of the occasionally as yet living criminal. Assuming he endure the underlying blows, it would require up to a few days for him to drop dead and lack hydration. Number 4. Flaying. Flaying implies skinning. In the real sense, just rather than dead creatures, people were much of the time punished or tortured in the early ages by being destroyed. Depending upon how much skin was eliminated, they either died or carried on with the existence of a mentally scared cripple. This method for torment was really famous in Mesopotamia. Additionally, individuals were likewise rebuffed by getting lumps of tissue removed from their body. Various techniques have been utilized in the many different cultures in which flaying has been employed, but the basis remains the same: slowly, excruciatingly slicing the skin from the body while keeping the victim alive for as long as possible, and when feasible, removing the skin intact. Number 3. The Brazen Bull. Planned by the old geeks, this strategy was likewise called the Sicilian Bull, as it was imagined in Sicily. This was a gadget made of bronze, in the shape and size of a real bull. The censored individual would be locked inside, and fire would be set underneath the bull, warming the bronze till the individual inside got simmered to death. This gadget likewise had such frameworks that changed over shouts of the censored into the roars of a bull. The Brazen Bull was invented by Perillus of Athens between 570 and 554 BC. This bull was an instrument of torture during the reign of Phalaris, a tyrant of Acragas in Sicily. Phalaris was the one who commissioned the construction of this instrument of torture. Number 2. Using rats to kill people. Several forms of rat torture have existed throughout history, but they all involve two things: the human body and a rat's astonishing ability to chew through almost anything. Punishing or killing people using rats actually stays a most loved strategy among individuals. However, in early times, it was all the more so. There was a thing called a mouse trap, where a mouse would be put inside an enclosure. The unlimited enclosure would be put on a convict's body, middle, by and large, and the opposite side of the enclosure would be warmed. The unfortunate mouse tracking down the opposite side, obstructed by the intensity, would gradually consume the casualty's meat to clear a path for itself. Number 1. Crucifixion. Nailing or tying individuals to a wooden cross and afterward forgetting about them in the open, both for individuals to see and to die in some horrible, nightmarish way, was an exceptionally well-known practice in the medieval times, as is apparent from the narrative of execution of Jesus Christ. The most amazing aspect of execution was the fear it produced among its observers, leaving them intellectually excessively injured to carry out any crime or conflict with the authorities. Probably originating with the Assyrians and Babylonians, it was used systematically by the Persians in the 6th century BC. Alexander the Great brought it from there to the eastern Mediterranean countries in the 4th century BC, and the Phoenicians introduced it to Rome in the 3rd century BC. That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the content and be thrilled by the punishments in the history. Let me know in the comments which one was the most fearful and brutal. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Goodbye.